All right, this is my Fisher apartment grand. I think it's 4'7", 4'5", and wow, 5 grand for restringing. That's a bunch. So you can hear, which is well, you can't hear it there, but if I was to try to play lightly, I forget what the Italian term for that. I think that's pianissimo. Now I'm becoming into an artist. Oh, I swear this one is louder. Well, on this is what this is. That's A4, so that's got to be E4, right? Oh, sorry about that. And this one's out too. But this is the one with lost motion. But this one. Well, when I try to play piano, this one just sounds louder. It's not doing it. I can't believe this is. Whenever you call tech, when the issue that you have disappears. Well, that's the lost motion. I don't know how to correct that. I've watched. I saw the video with the center pin thing. That little thingy. I'm not too comfortable with removing my action and taking out because when he removed the rail, the guardrail, he wasn't real meticulous in the order in which he removed the screws with the needs you need to put you unscrew them by putting a screwdriver in the side and then rotating. He didn't. Most people that I've seen, they take note of what order they put them in. Like the leftmost one, they'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll list them. They'll set them aside 1, 2, 3, 4. He didn't do that. Like I told you, this guy is always he's always lived up. He's ready. So and another question I was wondering is that can you change the attack point on on your hammers just by taking the action in and out? Because the action, every time he puts the action in, there's a different feel. But the last time it was because I had a horrible accident. The ceiling fell over there. A lot of the debris got into this piano. And, well, I can't. Let's do this. Yeah. So a lot got over there, and I had the feeling that something shifted the action up because I didn't get the same tone out of my hammers after that. It was throughout the piano. It was more like a bubbly tone, and I'm only able to get the tone I get now after just years and years. I would think maybe a year or two of playing, because I haven't had him over here in a couple of years. So, but I had to reestablish the strike point, and it could be part of the fact that it's summer and it went up, but could there have been something under there that made it change the whole thing? So I guess that's the only issues I can remember right now. That besides this is the key? Is this it? No, it's that one. that one I was trying to tune, and every time I got close to it, it popped. It's a real hard pop pass. Let's see if my jinx works here. Hold on. Give me a minute. I know this is gonna make you really, really cringe, but I have a bunch of real books, and I sit them on whatever you call that flap that covers the piano. Once you have the main cover there, and one of them slid down onto the dampers. Now I know how to fix that. It's not as critical, but boy, for the longest time my piano said, "You hurt me," and I felt real bad. So what did I? Oh yeah. I wanted to try to tune with this one. No, not this one. Okay, see, no, maybe if I hit strike hard, you'll hear the difference in tone. Here's the one. That's C4. Now D4 is a little. You hear the difference in quality. That's harder. You hear that? So that's more compressed. It sounds like, and that sounds super compressed. So, it's one of the smaller type hammers. I'll have to. All right, I guess you would want to see those hammers, right? That makes sense. So I'm only an Androidian. I can't spend money on phones. I lose things too easily. So let me figure that out. Well, now my light source does not want to be level. Despite my attempt to being a musician, I do not. Okay, there we go. That's it. So this is the loud one. The grooves don't look. I can't really, but that's the loud one, right? It's the one next. I don't mind that type of tone. I just would like to have it consistent. And you see that one's a lot softer. You can hear that. I don't mind brightness, and just like want to be able to figure out with the humidities that's going to make everything compress more. So I just keep playing and make everything hard, or just try to soften it up. So here's the. I want to try to tune this one. Is this it? That's the second one, yeah. Let's see. Okay. There's a hammer, this one. So this one first. Okay. I believe this is the one that gave me problems. This is the one that had the big pop. We don't know. It's pretty humid today. It should show up. If it doesn't, I won't feel bad. There it goes. Well, I'm not going to put you through the whole chase, but you understand so that's the whole thing. I do have a couple that I should need to that buzz a little. I haven't. There's a really tubby one. That's tubby plus. So I won't tell you that I've tuned. Generally, I tune the middle of the road to get me by. Maybe the high end a little higher, just to a little higher to be adventurous if I have time. But I tune whatever's going to get me by to play. If I hear it, I have to fix it. And generally, if I fix it, I do a mini pitch raise. You know, I use an ETD and I set the temperament and it matches as far as probably about an hour will take me. So that's it. Yeah, if you can tell me if you have a vacuum, what kind of vacuum would help me get that, because I've gotten some of it, but yeah. All right, so those are the issues which I can remember right now. I try to keep my little instruments because I constantly have to go back and forth. I keep the instruments I need. My text says don't put anything here, and I'm saying, well, this is what I need. All right, so I use this, a couple of tunes, a couple of hammers. Oh yeah, a couple of are misaligned. You can see the spaces here. Right, you can see what's that, 4 and 5, and then a few over about 8 and 9. There's a couple of spaces. You can see that's not going to hit straight. And I believe that's since you take the action out and then undo the screws. I think that's what it is. I mean, that's the simplest solution rather than use the guiding paper. I don't want to do that. Anything that takes anything out. So the rest of them, they're pretty even. And I really don't want to do the hammers now. Now the strings have a little bit of rust on them. And that's why I was thinking about restringing. But the main reason was down here, there's some tubbiness. And I think somebody said, I don't know, it might have been you, why don't you just do the whole thing? So, all right. So that's it. Thank you for your time and expertise. I guess it might be fun for you if you like pianos as much as I have found in the last 5 years. So take care. Thank you.